Now let's start building the game. Open Unity Hub and click on New Project. Select the 2D template, choose a name for your project, and select the location where you want to save it. After that, click on Create Project and wait for the project to be created. I have already created the project, so I will just open it instead. Alright, after the project opens, let's set the project to Android. Select File, go to Build Settings, then choose Android, click Switch Platform, and wait until it is fully set up. After switching to Android, open the game scene and set the aspect ratio to 1080 by 1920. Zoom out and drag the scene to the side so that we can see the work we are doing in real time. Now, let's create the necessary folders for the project, which will help prevent our project from getting messy. We'll make folders for storing game scripts, animations, images, and more. Follow along with me. After creating the necessary folders, now let's move on to importing the images needed for the project. Simply drag and drop the images into the Sprites folder. Now, let's import the font that we will use in the game into the project. Don't worry, I will provide all the project files so you can easily use them for learning. There's one more folder we need that I forgot, the Sounds folder, which will be used for the sounds in the game. Now, let's move on to designing the main menu of the game. In the Hierarchy window, right-click and select UI Image. Now, click on the created canvas, and in the Inspector window, set the render mode to Screen Space, Camera. Then, drag the main camera from the hierarchy into the Render Camera field. Next, set the UI Scale mode to Scale with Screen Size, enter your chosen resolution in the Reference Resolution field, and set Match to 1. We do all of this so that our game displays consistently on all devices. Now, click on the image we created, and in the inspector, assign the background as its name. Then, set the image's size to match the camera's size. After setting up the background, right-click on the background and create another image for the top menu of the game. Adjust it so that it is positioned exactly at the top of the screen and rename the image to Upbox. Now, assign the top box image source to Untitled 1. And let's set the image color to match the color we want. I've already chosen a color, so I'll just enter the color code, but feel free to use any color you like. After choosing the color for the box, right-click on the Upbox image, go to UI button Text Mesh Pro, and then click Import TMP Essentials. This will create a button that uses Text Mesh Pro. After creating the button, rename it to High Score. Resize it and place it at the down right side of the Upbox image. This button will take us to the score-based quiz game. Remove the button text Then in the image source section, assign image untitled 2 to it. After that, choose any color you like for the button. I have selected a color and will enter its color code, but as I mentioned, feel free to use any color you prefer. Adjust the button size. Then in the hierarchy window, select the button and press Ctrl+D to create a duplicate of it. After that, rename the second button to New Game. This button is for the quiz game played between the player and the master. Whoever answers more questions correctly wins the game. After renaming the buttons, place the New Game button to the left of the Score button. Simply change the X value from positive to negative. Then, fine-tune the position of both buttons until they are exactly where you want them on the screen. After creating the buttons and positioning each one correctly, let's create another image for the player avatar. Set its image source to Untitled 3, which is a circular image. For the color of the circle, use the same color as the High Score and New Game buttons. Adjust the size and position of the circle to where you want it to be. After that, duplicate the avatar image and rename it to Icon. Then, in the image source section, change its image to a default avatar image. Make the icon size slightly smaller. Now select the entire avatar and increase its size slightly. Move it to the center of the screen. Now click on the avatar and create a Text Mesh Pro object for the player's name. Now set the font style to bold and position the text in the center. Change the position of the text and place it below the avatar. Now let's choose the color we want for the text. Change the initial text to whatever you want. I will enter the name of our YouTube channel. Now let's assign the font we imported. As you can see, the font we added is not listed here. To use your own font with Text Mesh Pro, right-click on the font, select Create Text Mesh Pro, and then choose the font asset. As you can see, a new font asset is created from the original font. Now we can use this font with Text Mesh Pro. After selecting the font you want, increase the text size slightly and rename the text object to username. Now duplicate the username text and rename it to user ID. This text will be used to give each player a unique ID. Set an initial value for it. What it says for now doesn't matter. Move it below the username text, make the size smaller, and choose a lighter color for it. Move the username and user ID text slightly lower. Now duplicate the avatar, rename it to Score, and move it to the right side. Select the score and make its size slightly smaller. Now replace the previous icon with another image that represents the score and make the image slightly smaller. Now let's change the text to whatever we want. Follow along with me. Most of the steps we will do for the score are repetitive, so just follow me carefully. After finishing the score, setting the texts, and renaming everything, duplicate the score again and place it to the left side of the avatar. After positioning the duplicated score, rename it to Stars. This will display the stars we earn from the game. As before, follow along with me and change the texts and values to whatever we want. After completing the stars, duplicate the stars count. This will be used for the new game button text. Just make a copy. Rename it to New Game Text and drag it onto the New Game button so it becomes a child of the button. Now position the text on the New Game button and change its value from a number to New Game. After adjusting the position, increase the size of the text and make the font slightly larger. Now right-click on the New Game button and create an image for it. This image will be the button's icon. Move it to the left side of the button and assign the desired image in the image source section. After fully setting up the New Game text and image, select both, duplicate them, and drag them to become children of the Score button. Position both of them on the High Score button. Do the same steps we did for the previous button, such as changing the texts and the button icon. As you can see, the Upbox section has been fully created. Now select everything and position them in the correct place. After completing the Upbox and positioning all its elements, let's create another button. Move the button to the bottom of the screen, delete its text, and then increase its size. After positioning the button, assign a suitable image to it in the image source section. Change its size to whatever you want. Choose a name for the button. Then, duplicate one of the texts we created earlier and drag it to become a child of the button. Position the text exactly in the center of the button and change its color to white. Change the text to Start New Game. This button will do exactly the same thing as the New Game button. We just created another one for easier access. Follow along with me and perform the same settings I am doing. After creating the button, duplicate it and place the copy below the main button. Rename it to Store. This button will take us to the game's store. Click on the button and set the alpha value in the color section to 0 so that the button image becomes invisible. Now change the text to Game Store and change the text color from white to any color you like. Move the text to the position you want. This was the game menu scene that we built together from scratch. You can now start creating based on your own ideas. After this scene, we will move on and design the new game scene together. If you've enjoyed the tutorial so far, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. If you have any questions or issues, feel free to ask in the comments.